Alright folks, let's talk history. I know, sounds boring, right? Like watching paint dry or listening to your grandma's stories about rationing during the war. But trust me on this one. History is full of surprises, plot twists, and yes, even some laugh-out-loud moments. Take the life of Prophet Muhammad, for example. Now before you switch the channel, hear me out. This isn't your average history lesson. This is about a man who changed the course of history and did it with a message of peace, love, and understanding. Plus, there are camels involved. Who doesn't love a good camel story? So, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to take a wild ride through the life and times of Prophet Muhammad. Picture this, the Arabian desert, scorching sun, sand as far as the eye can see. Not exactly the ideal vacation spot, right? But this is where our story begins, in the city of Mecca, with the birth of a man named Muhammad. Now, Muhammad wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. In fact, he was orphaned at a young age and raised by his uncle. Talk about a tough break. But even as a young boy, Muhammad was known for his honesty, integrity, and kind heart. He was also a bit of a looker, if the historical accounts are to be believed. Apparently, he had this amazing beard that could make even the toughest desert warrior swoon. Hey, a little historical gossip never hurt anyone, right? As Muhammad grew older, he became a successful trader. He traveled the region, buying and selling goods, making deals, and charming the socks off everyone he met. You could say he was the ultimate entrepreneur of his time. But then, something happened that changed everything. At the age of 40, while meditating in a cave outside Mecca, Muhammad received his first revelation from God through the angel Gabriel. Talk about a life-changing experience. Imagine chilling in a cave, minding your own business when suddenly, bam! An angel appears and starts reciting verses from God. I don't know about you, but I'd probably run for the hills screaming. But Muhammad, he was a different breed. He listened, he learned, and he accepted his divine calling as the final prophet of God. Section 4: Quran, Hijrah, and building a community. Now, becoming a prophet sounds all well and good, but it wasn't exactly a walk in the park for Muhammad. His message of monotheism and social justice didn't sit well with everyone in Mecca, especially the wealthy and powerful who benefited from the old ways. He faced persecution, ridicule, and even threats on his life. Talk about a hostile work environment. But Muhammad persevered, spreading his message of peace and equality, and slowly but surely, people started to listen. His followers, known as Muslims, came from all walks of life, rich and poor, young and old, Arabs and non-Arabs. They were drawn to his message of hope, his humility, and his unwavering belief in God. Okay, enough with the serious stuff. Let's lighten the mood with some fun facts and anecdotes about Prophet Muhammad. Did you know he was a big fan of cats? He even had a favorite cat named Mueza. And speaking of animals, he once had a camel that complained to him about being overworked. The Prophet listened patiently to the camel's grievances and then switched its load to another camel. Now that's what I call animal rights. He was also known for his sense of humor and his love for children. He would often joke with his companions and play games with the kids. One time he even raced his wife Aisha and lost. Now that's a man who knows how to keep things fun and interesting. These stories might seem small, but they reveal a lot about Prophet Muhammad's character. He wasn't some distant, unapproachable figure. He was a man of the people, a loving husband, a doting father, and a loyal friend. Prophet Muhammad's life was cut short at the age of 63, but his message continues to resonate with billions of people around the world today. He left behind a legacy of peace, compassion, and social justice that continues to inspire and guide Muslims and non-Muslims alike. He taught us the importance of faith, prayer, charity, and kindness to all creatures. He showed us that true strength lies in humility and that lasting peace can only be achieved through justice and understanding. So, the next time you hear the name Prophet Muhammad, don't just think about history lessons and religious texts. Think about the man behind the message, the husband, the father, the friend, the leader who changed the world with his words and his actions. And hey, if you ever find yourself in a cave and an angel appears, don't freak out. Just listen. You never know, you might just change the world too.